Good evening. And you're off my setup. Okay. How is everybody? Welcome to the tavern. I hope you're well. I'm well. And I'm ready to go. Big announcement. I'll announce a few times. So I know it's June. Technically, I would be starting my Fabulous Marines campaign, but I'm not quite ready yet for it. Last week took a lot out of me. So going that trip to LA. So I just haven't had the spoons to really deal with it. So hopefully after the stream tonight, I'll get everything squared away. So Wednesday we'll be rolling. I also need to pick up a mini actually for it. I came up with a fairly last minute inspiration on what I'm going to do this year to paint. I originally thought about doing like these rubber duckies, these Epic Ducks from Epic Duck Studios. They've got a number of them. I might see if I can buy a few more. But I think these are going to be the giveaways. There will be prizes. I actually have to check in and see if... I know there'll be prizes coming from Cyrus. I want to check in with Delta to see if he has any donations. If anybody has any donations they want to donate to the cause for prizes for me to hand out, absolutely, I would love to give away anything that you're willing to give away. If you've got too many minis, whatnot, this is a great way to repurpose them. So, grab myself a drink. Oh, we took the water glass out of here. Yeah, I'll have to get a water glass if need be. But I was like, I'll do one more go around with the Cappy waffle before I put it aside until I finish my Fabulous Marines project. I'm starting to actually, believe it or not, I know it's still got all summer and part of spring, and I'm already starting to panic when it comes to my ReaperCon entries. I have so much I want to do, but because they're all competition level minis, they're all going to be like, they're all going to be really time consuming, and I'm like going, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do everything I get planned. So I may have to prioritize what I want to do. Pardon me while I go in and grab my white. Actually, no, I'll use my titanium white for this. Titanium white would make sense. Although the Reaper white's pretty good. This is the guarantee to not be chalky. Hey, Nerdy Tokyo, what's up? AKA Do Cool. How are you tonight? I'm hoping you're saving your pennies to donate, because once again, our goal will be $500. I don't know how it's going to go with PortCon, because although I guess my table's not really going to be that much smaller, but we are not in the space we were in, so it's actually less space. But they're giving me, I think, about the same amount of chairs, so go figure. So tonight we're back to non-metal metallics. And I'm putting the highlights on this. I'm going to get it fairly super white, because it is shiny. And then I'll go on to another color. So I want to do a little on the tips of the boots. doing a few layers, and as each I do each layer, I'm trying to do a little bit smaller on this white. No, I was just saying that. I'm not ready this year yet. I will hopefully by Wednesday. It's just that last week took a lot out of me. I did not really have the spoons. It really was not that functional for. I had to rest when I got home. It was very very friggin' tired. I still am tired for some reason. Oh, I'm beginning to wonder if something's wrong with me because I've been really friggin' tired. Like, not like I usually am, but maybe it's because I've been doing this and been just stressed out with all the stuff I'm trying to do. So, alright, where's my blue? I have a light. I should. Oh, I do have a light blue. So, I'm looking forward to it. As I said, I'm looking for prizes. If anybody has prizes, otherwise, there will be 3D printing services and things like that. I will print stuff. I've gotten better at it since last year. I have these ducks. These are going to be. I have 2 of them so far. Maybe I'll print some more. But I have these really cool from Epic Duck Studios. I need to actually bake this one a little more. I can see it's shiny, so it probably needs a little bit more curing. But I really like them. I love these ducks. They're really cool. I might get some more. What maybe I do is I have 2 to start with, and I'll just I'll put maybe for every what I do $50 is what I usually do. We'll just give away one for every $50. We'll change it up a little bit. Maybe that's too. The bottom one's okay. I wonder if the top is too big. A flare. It might actually go in. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to do something. I'm going to steal all the ultramarine blue. Hey, nice. Night Whisper, what's up? I assume it's WoW night tonight. I'm pretty sure part of my problem is this should come down a bit more. I think I put it too high. That's better. I want to fuzz it. I got a little bit of this pale blue I was using around the edges. One of the most important things you can do is look at something. Does it make sense to you? If it doesn't make sense to you when you look at it, keep working at it. Make a little in-between color too. Not quite. This is tricky because it's a little tricky. I think where I'm imagining my light source. I think I want to keep it really, really small on the side. Not too much. Had to work from home today because I had to have the plumber over. They have to place the pump up downstairs basement. Gonna be 2,500. Won't be until Thursday. Fucking lovely. Pretty sure tonight will be wow. Also need to make some kitchen and bath design appointments to get a plan together and start looking for contractors. Last minute we didn't run keys, but it was Memorial Day. Well, okay, that makes sense. And I was still in California, actually. Having trouble picking out a Barhammer contest mini. All the things I really want to get. I really want to get to next step bases that are too big. I may just skip the contest this time around and work on one of the ones I just want to paint. You know what? Remember, you don't have to do a Warhammer piece. You can do anything you want. Do you have something that you did work on between last Barhammer and this one? Put it in. It doesn't have to be Warhammer, if you remember. Believe me, I got a backup plan, so if I don't make it. Because I may bring my little Bardic, the cat. All right, this I think is too long. All right, I think that's better. Now the back, where it's a little brighter. How you doing, Cyanus? So, Cyanus, if you could get me pictures of anything you're going to donate real soon, we're going to get the ball rolling. Oh, look, it's someone to friggin' ban. We're going to get the ball rolling, hopefully, Wednesday night. I just didn't have the spoons to deal with it, unfortunately, until now. Even then, I'm still friggin' tired. I will get and kill that. If somebody wants to kill that, go for it. But I will kill it in a moment. Goodbye, asshole. I just dropped a band hammer on a person trying to sell. Like, you know, I don't want, once again, I want cheap viewers. If I have to pay for them, they better freaking be paying me. So yeah, starting Wednesday, save up your pennies. I'll have the link, and we're gonna go for our next $500. I do I'm working on the death gesture using Kefka from Final Fantasy 16. I'll get those holes for you. That'd be awesome. But I do have these, which I'm gonna do as the main giveaway. I'm probably unlikely. I'm gonna give away more than just 2 or 1. Actually, I gotta apparently clean this up a little more. But it's a cool Space Marine duck. I don't know if it's a deck. So it's from Epic Death Studios. These will be the things that you'll be able to pick areas and determine how to paint them. And I'm planning, and I have 2 so far, and hopefully I'll have a few more. I'm excited by this. We were given permission, basically, if we wanted to use them as part of the fundraiser, to use them as part of the fundraiser. So that's too much paint. At least I think it's too much paint. I'm going to go over this again. And then I want to get the little... I tried putting a little highlight, but you know what? I need to actually lighten up the little rivets. So I'm going to look at this again because I'm not thrilled. Like, I don't mind the white spots in the bottom. I think, though... I do think I want to do that. And then I feel like I gotta fix the other side because it looks a little too sudden. We've had to work from home late since I allowed to get done. Well, that's good. I mean, I had a crap ton. I didn't have a crap ton of stuff to do at work, actually, which is kind of nice, but I want to get back to working some OT. said, want to make the blends good, so. Although there is a bit of a ridge right there. I'm not happy with that. I want it super thin. So what's everyone else up to tonight? Anybody crafting? Anybody doing any painting or whatnot? Grab a little Warm Navy. Warm Navy is like the color I started with. So actually be a little shadow underneath these little raised areas. I like it, but it's not quite there yet. It's like I almost need another color. One more color that goes in between. I've got a million blues. You think I should be able to find some true blue. True blue is a good color. Might be a good in-between. Oh, and apparently needs mixing. Shake. I use this one too, and it seems to die. You like unmix. I wonder if it is mixing. Okay, yeah, it's mixing. did too close. The edges where I just put that. Yeah, it's too, you know what, my highlights are too sudden. So I'm going to go over them. Now I'm going to blend it in using my other colors. I'm going to do right at the edge. So it pops out a little bit over the dark color underneath. This is the tar part right here. I think it's the shape of this. This definitely sticks out. When I look down, it sticks out more right here. All right, so now we're going to try this again. I knew this was going to probably happen. Just trying to figure out where the rest should go. I mean, that is like the highest spot there. I think that's where it should go, but maybe. And I'm trying this out of my head, and that's probably something you shouldn't do. Right now, I just don't have really any source. Oh, everybody went very quiet. That's fine. This is a place where please observe, enjoy, but feel free if you want to say anything. It's a friendly place to talk. I did this because I wanted to spend time hanging out with people and painting minis, so. I have to flip it this way so I can look at it. I'm just debating whether or not I can do anything else on this. I said, I think it's the shape of it that makes it kind of tricky on how to do this. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do at the back of that shield either. Like, I want this to be highlighted to a degree here, but I don't want it to be as strong as the whites. Same there, I want to actually highlight over on that too. this looks outrightly painted, so now I want to go back in and see if I can blend it out a little more. Basically, I'm taking the really pale blue I'm using, and I'm going back over it, and then I may go back over it with a little more white. It's just too strong. Such a fine line when doing non-metal metallics to make it look sharp, but not too sharp. Because if it's too sharp, then it looks painted. If it's not sharp enough, it looks too blended. It doesn't look like a highlight. Okay, that's better. Then when I flipped up here, I realized these two little rivets need a little highlight. Yeah, that looks good. I think that looks pretty, that looks all right. I hope. You know what? You can always take a picture. Or I can just look at my camera. Ooh, that actually looks. That's not too bad. I think her left shoulder blade, I could bring that up a little bit. And if you're really stuck, look at, that's the thing, look at the camera. Because honestly, it'll give you a little bit better perspective. then I'm going to go back in with my little dark color here. Drop my shadow back in here. Yeah, this is driving me nuts. I've got to go over that to straighten that out. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things in here I have to straighten out and such. Yeah, let me do her feet, which should be a little easier. I'm actually pretty happy with how it already looks. It just needs... the white highlights in the middle. Oh boy, then we get the blue done, and then we get on to that purple. One little white speck right there that it's kind of bugging me. So let me see if I can kill that. Okay, now on to... I'm gonna take that out. That's a little too strong too. Alright, so you can see the difference between the before and after, and it's quite a difference. This is harder than it looks. I'm trying to do this in such a small area. It's tricky. A little high on that little flare right there. There. Now I'm going to do that again. I'm going to take my camera and I'm going to look. Wake up. Okay, what do I see? So the legs look good. The top needs. Top isn't bad. It just needs a little more adjusting on this bottom, that bottom one right there. It needs a little more fuzz. This is actually working really well. Okay, so on this, I'm going to not take that out completely, but I'm going to make it more blue. It definitely stands out too much. Now I'm going to take my pale blue. See if I can fuzz this up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Now I gotta go back in because I felt that slip and darken that. I think I'm gonna fuzz that a little too. Fuzz, that's a good technical term. Come on. Behave yourself. Okay. One last look. How's that look? Looks pretty good. Okay. Well, that looks really good. God knows this is going to be judged. I'm doing it under Cathy Wapple, who's one of the best painters there ever was. Okay, so I started on all the purple. I still haven't even. I was gonna do this a different color in there. I don't think I figured out what that color is gonna be. Realize I probably need to get the. Looks like there's a layer of pauldron under the pauldron. It's funny how it doesn't look like that in the other one. Alright, I'll figure it out. Oh, you know what? I can do the camera trick. The front of her too. Okay. Yeah, could use a little adjusting on the front. I heard a dingy ding. Oh, it was a Night Whisper coming back in with the sub. Woo, what's up? Thank you so much. You're back. Oh, let's see. Hype. Let's do some hype. That's the closest thing to a jump scare I have on this stream. Woo woo! Alright. Enough of that. Why do I do no metal metallics anyways? Oh my god. It is just... Imagine me thinking I might have this done. Yeah, that ain't happening. Especially since I'm switching to Fabulous Marines after tonight. Thank you so much for the sub, though, again. You guys, I can't believe any of you sub to me. It just doesn't make sense. But I really, really, really appreciate it. Since I have this in-between blue, I can use this to paint the highlights and the little rivets. Because I don't want it to be a super strong blue. Or white, rather. Just realized these little things probably would pick up some light since they're sort of stuck out there. Keep nailing my phone. I have it right on my. And as a dead buzz, so you have access. Yeah, that's right. That's true. If you sub, you get access to all the emotes, including the moist ones. Who wouldn't want a moist emote? I mean, come on. If you're on this channel, you definitely want one. Or you would have run away screaming a long time ago. You know what? I'm going to do that here too. No! Boo! I hate it when my hand slips. You know, you think I'd be good at this after all these years? Oh, let's try that again. Oh, please. I mean, I try, but I don't expect any more than silver medals this time. It's just I'm interested if the score goes up. I think I want this to be bright white like the other. I do want something here. Maybe we'll lighten this little section up here. All right. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my Kraken ink, which is the dark purple. Maybe while it's out, I should actually have another little. I have one of my Twitch rewards. It's almost done. In fact, that's the color I'm going to put on there. So maybe I could quickly slap that on while I'm working here. I have Bacon Golem's piece almost done. All I want to do is actually really slap some dark purple on there. I thought about just doing it black, but the boots are black, so I was like, I'm going to do it dark purple, because also it's purple and it's me. So I was looking at her back, the armor in here, and drop a few more little shadows in there. So I do indeed have a bar hammer piece. It's whether or not it's going to get done. And to a standard that I want it at. I just basically looked at my shelf and said, what could I paint? Which one of my orcs could I paint for a bar hammer this time? So I started, so it's one of the Oh, what the hell they are? The knobs. I think it's a knob. It's one of the more commandery things. Works. So I started painting the skin yesterday, and it looks more orange than yellow. That's weird. And I used yellow. Maybe I'll go over that again. He's got the cure. He needed a bit of fixing though because he didn't fit together super well. All right, put that down. So right now I'm just going and I'm sort of going over some of these dark areas. To redefine them. I guess right now I'm going through a little debate on, do I need another color? Do I need another... Should I just go right to the highlight? I mean, I like it. This might have been kind of sort of... This right here, I know I have purple, but I want to do something where I want it to be a very blue purple, like maybe the night sky. Okay, maybe it shouldn't be night sky, it's the sun. But I was thinking I could have both the star, like I could paint like these like stars. And you have the sun, so then I want to have like a, instead of just a blue sky, a blue purpley sky. I think I am going to just go with that. Do I have any more? I guess I can make a light color from my Bethilian mauve, which I really love this color. That's what I painted the lighter purple on there with. Ooh. Boy, that left a whole big thing on my... It's fun when the whole, like all the paint that's stuck on the inside of the lid is no longer stuck to the lid and stuck to the paint, the bottle instead. So I'm probably going to need to poke it out. All right. And then I do have, well, I do have the white out here. Maybe I'll just lighten it. What time is it anyways? I believe I have overtime if people want me to stay and work overtime. Or not. All right, let me see now. Where do I want to? I almost want to go over time, but I got other things to work on too. Um, so I still have to figure out what color the pants are underneath her armor. Because it does, there is, especially in the back, you really see it. It's not going to be white. Taking some of the base color. Going back over it. Base being, sorry, the base, the mid-tone. I think I went a little too far. And go grab some of the darker stuff. Ooh, that's not darker. Alright. The way to do that is I probably should just put some out of the Bethelium Mauve without any white in it. Actually, I think I'm going to go over this for a second. Then take the dark color and build that back again. Because I'm a little too crazy on the lighter section there. Side brushing is your friend. Don't be afraid to use the side of your brush and let the model guide the lines. There we go. I need to finesse all this in here. Oh, damn it. See, sidelining's great until you have too much paint on there. I want to lighten these lines to stick out further more than everything else. I don't want to get that color inside. The hell is this? This is supposed to be epic music. This doesn't feel very epic. God damn it. It keeps catching that edge, and I don't want it to catch that edge. Oh my god! Cookie Mandius. Oh my god, Cookie. How are you? It's been a while since I've seen you here. The tavern just gets more fun when a cookie shows up. What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn about me? Oh my god. I got paint on my clothes. I will be. So I have not started the Fabulous Marines thing yet. Yes, I'm doing a Cathy. I started this last month. This is going to ReaperCon. I'm actually making a diorama out of it. This is the Dark Sword one, so I also have Jiro. They're going to be a little diorama I'm doing. So normally I'd start my Fabulous Marines campaign today, but I was in LA a week ago and I was friggin' cooked. Absolutely friggin' cooked from the trip. So I didn't have many spoons. In fact, even like streaming on Saturday was a struggle. Cathy is what actually inspired me to do this. It's like I want to get my Cathy done. I have so so much stuff I'm doing for ReaperCon, or I want to do for ReaperCon. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it. But I was in LA playing in a big, fairly big vampire LARP. So it was so much fun. I miss all my friends from there already. I'm happy to be back here for sure and painting with you guys, but I do miss my friends from out there. So I'm trying to do a really, really, really good job on this thing. So, Cookie, how's life treating you? Because the front part, where I gotta put all these highlights for this. How many of these are actually going to be white? I'm trying to make them sort of join up with the boot. This boot. Life's been teaching me about all about older parents. Tell me about it. Dad was in the hospital for a few months, and my stepdad is getting older. So fine. Yeah, my not so much my mom. My mom was in her 80s and is in amazing shape for being in her 80s. Um, we don't worry about her. But my in-laws, on the other hand, well, let's see. My husband's stepmother has like Alzheimer's, but she's not far gone. She's not that far down the road. Put it that way. She's still functioning fine. But we do pick up memory issues now and then. Oh God, his stepfather just had a now this is you're gonna freak out and say he had a stroke, but it's not. He had a stroke in his eye, which basically that's no pit barrel, that's no barrel of apples or whatever. Monkeys, I don't. That's no fun either. Um, basically, thankfully though, it's not something that will kill him, but it does affect your vision. He can't see to drive. His mom can't see to drive. She's in better shape than he is, though, but still. So, yeah, isn't it great getting old? See, I've said the worst part of getting older is not so much what it does to you, although that sucks too, but it's the fact that what it does to everybody who you care about that's older than you. And you start losing. It sounds so. It is. It's depressing. You lose everybody, like your parents and my grandparents are gone now. I think if there's anybody left, it'd be on my hubby's side of that generation, and it'd be one of his like grandmother's youngest siblings or something. But yeah, I know. I feel for you right there. I'm sorry. It sucks. It sucks. They don't ever tell you that. They always talk about, getting older sucks because you start breaking down. It's like, well, no one warned you about the whole everybody, everyone dies. So I don't like to be that depressing on my stream, though. But it's true. Be warned, that is true. Oh, that was fun. Last grandparent died. It was like, crap, a parent is next. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's the thing. I thought I was going to have a break between my grandparents and my parents' generation. But no, it sucks when you lose somebody to cancer and they're not exactly old. And in fact, two people. Both one of Joe's uncles had lung cancer. That guy was tough though. He lasted 3 years in a cancer that should have taken him out after one. So we're glad we had him. But then his wife died 3 weeks later. He took her with him. Rosemary, why did you do that? Well, at least we think that he kind of took her with him. She loved him so much, and it's kind of sad for us, but it's happy for them. They're together, doing hopefully in a place, maybe in Italy, drinking wine, or whatever passes as Italy in heaven, in the next life. So So yeah, I said I don't mean to be depressing, but that is unfortunately life. That's the part that sucks about life. I said right along though, what we see here is the short game. It's not the long game. The long game is whatever happens after here. I'm gonna enjoy however long the ride is and by painting a lot of minis. And enjoying people. I love people. Not everybody does, but I like people. So yeah, my grandparents. In fact, I think parents started going before grandparents. I'm like, I thought I'd have at least 10 years. So now my husband's Aunt Rosemary. That was his godmother, and oh, she was such a lovely, lovely person. Made the best. It's Italian family, of course, so she made the best chicken parmesan you could ever imagine. She would pound those things. She pounded chicken breasts super, super flat. And they were so tender. You could just cut them with a fork. Gel Tape just went live. Oh, Gel Tape probably's been live for a half hour. That's right. That's never mind. I have a raid buddy on Monday nights now because Gel Tip, I forgot. He streams on Monday nights, so he's my raid buddy. Wow, how can I forget that? I know it's been a bit since I've streamed. This is why I keep making younger and younger friends. So I at least have I said I don't, if you're an adult, you can be my friend. But I'm convinced this is why I do it, because I want to have friends when everyone else goes. I want to live to 100. And I want to have friends. I'll have a lot of friends in my life till then. So you all better live until at least I'm 100, okay? So that's like, wait, 132? You want to get to 132? Wait, is that an option? I'd like to get to 132 then, as long as I can keep painting minis until I'm 132. Oh, this is going to be rough. I don't think I should have painted that. Okay, I think I figure out how this actually goes. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing the way the mini is contoured, you know, so where some of the... I think this is where I want to put my highlights. So after this, though, after tonight, I'm going to be switching to my Fabulous Marines entry. I'm going to try to see if I can find one. I want to do a Space Marine. And I want to do a Trans Space Marine. Because there's a joke there. Our troll, so basically, you know, there's a whole hubbub about female Space Marines. I was like, as long as they change, you know, write more lore to add to it, I don't give a fuck. They can have female Space Marines. But there's, you know, people who can't stand the thought of strong women who shudder at the thought of them. Some of them, I think they just can't bear the thought of lore changing that much. I'm like, all lore is fake. They can do whatever they want. If they want to sell things, as long as they write the lore to do it, I don't care. So I said, well, trans femme Space Marines are absolutely in canon. Because if they were, if basically said, you know, male chromosomes, blah, 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 well, yeah. They can start that way and then they can transition to female. So then you can have female Space Marines. So I'm going to do a trans Marine. That's the plan. Maid Marines are awesome. Oh my god. I should have done a trans Maid Marine, but... Cybernetic cookies. Oh, there you go. This pic of an Aztec female Space Marine, that's amazing. There's a lot of good art out there. Oh yeah, we're also accused of, you know, wanting sexy Space Marines. Alright, that's not what most people want female Space Marines want. We want in the typical armor with female heads, okay? You know, we don't need, maybe a little smaller, but honestly, they don't even need to do that. They just shove the body and they can size it inside to fit. There. I will admit, I can be definitely a political painter. One of the things I want to do at some point, I have a custody. I want to put a female head on it. It's a really cool one. It's the one that's running with the sword raised above. I'll have it coming crashing through a gate. I think that would be pretty cool. Cathy. I miss her. I miss her so much. No power bikini. What? Wait. What does it say? Snoo by Boltagon. Snoo by Boltagon! Oh my god, by the way, I don't know if you can see. Can you see it over my. Let's see. Which shoulder's which? Okay, so this is my left. So it's over my right shoulder. So it's over there. There's a bolter, by the way. Sue, motherfucker. Choo choo, motherfuckers. What? No giant boob, chest power? No! Although that would be amazing. But no! I bet you the fan art, there is art out there for that, I'm sure. No power bikinis? Oh, okay, fine, Cookie. I only got about 20 more minutes. We're gonna go raid Gel Tip. So, yeah. Oh wait, you know what? I'll bring it over, guys. This is amazing. This came from Cyrus. I actually paid him for this because I wanted one. I've got to paint it. I gotta get spray paint for it, and I gotta glue it because right now it's actually officially not glued. Well, it's very stuck together. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Look at this thing. That's by Sanders. He also redid the blade for my sword, so I've got to paint that too. That fits right here on the top of my couch. So I've kind of just stuck it there because I don't really have another place for it. If I can figure out a way to hang it on my wall, I'll hang it on my wall. Ugh. Power bikinis. You know what? Power bikini must be, like one of those deals where, it puts up an electromagnetic field that everything just bounces off of it and never hits her. No! Sally Cat, you're going to Burhammer this month, right? I'm sure you're further along on your piece than Night Whisperer doesn't even know what he's doing. I have something and I've barely started it. Okay, back to putting on this lovely layer of lighter purpley gray. Wow, how did that get so light? I swear to God, I didn't take white. And that being very light. That sticks out. I am not wrong. That does stick out. I think it does. I said, I know I have to clean that up. Why is this so... maybe it's unmixing. It's finished. Love to you. How dare you be finished? I have barely started mine. I have skin. Partly done. Ooh, cool. Honestly, Alley Cat, wouldn't surprise me if you actually win. You may have put well, you're actually a really good painter, so it wouldn't shock me if all of you beat me. I got my victory. I got my cool trophy. I'm good. I mean, maybe I need to see if I can figure out how to bring a light there. Or maybe they'll have some lights there. That's the only thing is for painting, it's a little dark. I was actually working off a Night Whispers light. So, I know your piece is going to be beautiful. And then we'll have like 2 minutes till the next one. Because I think that's the plan. So, they're going to run it every 2 months. Okay. Now, what do I want to put? I guess I'll put a little white in this. Might have to actually add a little more white into the Well, let's see. So now I'm putting it in there. I like it. But I don't want there to be a lot of... Plus also, this would be underneath anyways. I do like it though. $10. Yeah, I'll be painting by it. Yeah, I'm gonna bring. Yeah, I will. It said the big problem is figuring out lighting. But at least you know where the plugs are. They know it was an issue, so they might do something about it. Looks pretty decent from the front, at least. I actually really like putting the white highlights on. I don't know, it's gonna be any one of my Reaper freaking things. I'm probably not bringing... I mean, I guess I could, but I probably won't. I'll probably bring something like this to work on. I have got a chibi I started. That maybe I'll bring that. that doesn't look quite right. I'm going to do this then because I'm going to go over the whole thing. I'm going to redo that because I don't like the way that came out. Trying to buy for the quarter score chance. She's being difficult. I can't work out a color scheme. Alright, now Spirit, good luck in the keys. Well, I mean, if you need inspiration, go look for like a color wheel online. And then maybe that can help you pick out a color scheme. There's lots of different ones to choose from. I'm taking out my... I'm going to connect it up, and I'm going to do it did. And the others, and draw on a little tiny line there. I know it's almost time to go read. I'll get this leg finished. Maybe I'll finish the other one while I'm hanging out with Jill Tip. Actually, these probably shouldn't be super, super white. Because they're more inside. Let's see if we can get the other leg at least done. Almost there. At least for I want to leave off tonight. And until I finish my Space Marine. Which means that I probably will be, if I get my Space Marine done this month, I mean, I'll be finishing up Cathy hopefully this month too. So I really need to move on to other stuff. Get other stuff done. Just realize that is too far over. I'm happy. I made some real progress on this tonight. Yeah. I think that was really good progress tonight. I'm happy with it. Still have to do the arms, the other purple armor on the arms and such, but we're getting there. I mean, sometimes sometimes colors can be tricky. You have this concept in mind and you put it out there and you just don't like it. So then you try again. Just keep trying until you. If worst comes to worst, look at a color, look at a color wheel, and look at basic color theory, and that should be able to help you. Also, think of what mood you want for the piece. Because sometimes mood will dictate what color you want. You don't want super huge bright colors when you're trying to, you want this person to be kind of a lurking, scary, stealthy being. You don't want. I mean, I guess you could have a clown rogue. Maybe they're really good at it, but still, that's not usually what you want to portray. Alrighty. Well, that was certainly fun. I'm really happy with what progress I made. We got a lot of the non-metal metallic stuff done. On the legs and the blue armor, I still said 2 arms. I still figure what I'm doing in the shoulders. I think I'm gonna do gold in the shoulders. Is what I was what I think I was thinking, and then I got to figure out how I'm gonna paint that shield the inside. But so far that looks looking good. So let's go rating Gel Tip. Anyway, he's an awesome painter. He's a great teacher. So make sure if you do not follow him, give him a follow. Give Night Whisper a follow too. If you don't follow him, I'm pretty sure everyone here follows both of them, but might as well mention. If you happen to catch a stream later, apparently people do catch these streams later. Although right now I don't have a lot of videos up because I took time off to go to LA and did not stream. Where the hell is my videos? Oh, I know what. I'm just curious. Yeah, so, that's not 100. I've got some up to 100 views. I'm not sure how 100 people watch the stream while I'm not watching, but hey, if one of you out there watching it 100 times, I mean, thanks. All right, but if you're one of those people, follow Night Whisper, and just the way it sounds, ANIGHT WHIPE. WHISPER, a Night Whisper, all one word, or Gel Tip, and that's GELTIP, like a gel tip marker, all lowercase. Follow those two, and then come visit. Go watch their streams, when they're offline too. So, all right, so let's hit the raid. Let's go raiding. Let's go visit the imp of painting. All right, thank you so much for being here. I always love the company. Thanks to all those who lurk. I said thanks to all those who watch this when I'm not live. And thanks to you, of course, who's chatting and whatnot. I appreciate you all. You're all wonderful. I'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I should be around Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, Monday nights is 7 till 9. I probably will not be playing D&D. I did last night on the Murder Hobo Inc. channel on YouTube. However, I have family coming into town. I'm probably not going to be back in time for games. So they're going to have to figure out something else to do. All right. So just a reminder that come Wednesday, we are kicking off the Fabulous Marines campaign. Please save up your pennies and such and toss them our way. I will have a link and everything for you to sting, and there will be prizes and everything else like we usually do. That'll be Wednesday until the end of the month. And, of course, I'll be going to Port Combane. So, please, if you're there, donate to the cause. Until our paths cross again, have a good night, Alley Cat. Till our paths cross again and you visit the Painted Hero Tavern, happy painting.